Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. We're continuing on this day 36 in our blind playthrough of Blueprints, and we've just had another amazing start to the day that has finished in Drafting Studio, which is always one of the most brilliant and most exciting rooms to get. It's always a good time. We've managed to discover an entirely new room, Dovecote, that I am so excited about getting because Mary wanted it. It's got doves that it probably have messages. It's a tower full of intrigue and expectation around that. And I also managed to open this tiny safe. So that's been, oh man, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. And we got a letter from Mary in here. Mwah, absolute chef kiss day. We're going to go on with the day now. Look at this, we've also come all the way up the east side. We've managed to already open up the west side of the antechamber from the secret garden here, and we've got vaults, so we've got loads of money, we've got loads of gems, we've got the lockpick, a sledgehammer. We are doing all right. We are eating well today, folks. Great. So good. Aha. Now, one thing I am really interested in doing, of course, is getting the furnace, but I don't think putting it here is the best way to do it because to make the furnace useful, it needs to be powered by the boiler room and it needs to be close to the freezer. And I think sticking it up here in the corner is basically the worst thing we could do to try and make that happen. I mean, servants' quarters, there could still be some other mysteries in here. I'm sort of interested in that. I'm also interested in the fact that if we draft this against an edge like this, yeah, we'll have a big window there, like you can actually see in the picture here. I can't deny the appeal of Music Room, because obviously lots of interesting things there, but really primarily because you get a, as they call it, a major key and a minor key, but the major key is a special key. And I haven't even seen most of the special keys yet, or at least there are still many I haven't seen. It would use up 2 gems though, and that's actually a little worrying for me, because if I were to, we're doing a really good run with gems at the moment. If I were to come across Trophy Room, I need 8 gems, I think. I think it was like 8, wasn't it? It was like huge. So it's a little risky, but at the same time, maybe it's just the best thing to go on this spot. And then we could also potentially open up another, like the potential for also getting to the east side of the antechamber as well. Let's do it. I mean, in the immediate, yeah, we get a key and we get, car keys. So maybe, I actually forgot about car keys as well. So maybe, in that case, maybe I have seen most of the special keys. If I include car keys in my list here, if there are indeed 10 special keys, which is what I think is true from getting the servants' quarters, and if we're also including a vault deposit key, a file cabinet key, car keys, and the silver key, then what I have had is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then prism, master key, secret, garden, and basement key. 1, 2, so 8. So maybe I actually have seen 8 special keys. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's the edge. The edge of the east garden there. I don't think we've seen that before. Very interesting. This one is still a mystery to me. And just while I have I don't think there's anything for me to check here with the magnifying glass, but it's always a good idea to do it. Just in case anything pops up. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. I'm sure there are more mysteries in here, as in many places. Let's see what we can do here. Would be incredible because I have... Oh, man, it's going to use... All right. This is good for a couple of reasons. It opens up the possibility of getting into the other side of the antechamber if that were to come up through the lever that's in the Great Hall. But it would also be great because today we have the lockpick. Coat check would also be really great because to get to the other side of the pool, I need to get my key card. But maybe we can do that. We've got another west-facing entrance from courtyard, I think. Yeah, the pool is the one that's the security room. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do it. Again, it's using up another gem, but I'm assuming I'm going to pick up some gems in here. Hang on. Do these not use my lockpick? I have a lockpick. Why aren't you using this? You're not... Oh no. I thought the lockpick and the locker room would be would be a slam dunk. Ah. I wonder if there's any way of figuring out which the good ones are. Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, there's our potential entrance. What if we powered up the antechamber? Maybe. All right, let's just randomly use one then, see what we get. Gem would be great. Money's also nice, but let's... It's risky, but let's do another one. Oh! Interesting. I was really hoping for the gem. Okay, because I'm down to 6. Okay, but if we manage to get the workshop again, potentially, I'm just thinking maybe the sledgehammer and the battery pack can be combined to smash a wall open. Maybe. I don't, with only 2 keys, I don't think I really want to use another one yet, but I guess let's remember that we've got this up here. Okay. Oh my god, I'm on 98 coins right now. 98. So I think I might buy some more steps for absolute sure in the kitchen. All right, let's head back down then. Let's head to courtyard and see what we can get going there. Great. Oh, mwah, chef kiss today. Absolute chef kiss. This has been marvelous. Don't have a shovel yet. That is... See, we already need a key here. That is painful that I can't use... I can't use the lockpick with the locker room. Okay. We just need that many keys. Huh. What a tricky room. Alright. Office... I don't want to use up my other gems. Like, office would ultimately only use 1 gem, so that's okay. But, yeah, I'm already getting down. What else would office be good for? Spreading money, but I've already got lots of money. So, yeah. Corridor is cost-free. So I might do that. Yeah, sorry, office. 37 steps. All right. I've really got to keep in mind that I might want to just go back from even sort of nowish, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get back to kitchen, and then I can definitely just buy a bunch of steps, and I can also ooh, well, maybe we just showroom would be great, because I could hang on, showroom would be really great, because I could literally buy that bracelet, and the bracelet would mean there's no gem cost for any of the other rooms today. That would be incredible if trophy room were to come up as well. But I think I'm going to prioritize library, because it's a definite win. And I really want to read this book. And we might be able to get bookshop. Okay. And we're getting a gem for our trouble as well. Thank you. I feel... Realm and rune. I've always been very, very interested. Sigils. Sigil. That's the word I should have been using the whole time. Sigils. I should have been remembering, kind of Game of Thrones terminology. All right. I'm already getting my little notebook page open with the information that I have on the different sigils, the realms and whatnot. Sigils of the Past and Present by Professor R. Willard. I guess R. Willard is another name that I should add. Like, this guy's probably got no real relevance to anything, but I've got to try as many kinds of admin passwords as I can. So we'll add that one. Fen Aries, Robert Byrd and Sons. Robert Byrd and Sons, 1905. Interesting. When the scholars of the first era found any hidden things, either of a natural source or resulting from the creations of man, of the first era, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Hidden things either of a natural source or resulting from the creations of man, like this magical room house. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic acts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? I want to know. I want to know so badly. Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meanings. This one right below here is one of the things I have been confounded by, because how is it that Fen Aries seems to have something similar to, not exactly like, but something similar to the Arch Aries sigil around it? And what the hell are these lines here? Because we've seen them over and over. Okay. I am ready for the information. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. This is going to be so useful. Oh my god. Each sigil is composed of 4 things. The core, Fen Aries, the dividing lines, the rays, the moats. This is what we saw on the interesting note that I couldn't make any sense of in the ladyship's chamber that said, "Does it never end?" And it had these things all over the spiraling line. The moats. What is a moat? The border. So these little horizontal lines here must be moats that are coming out of the dividing lines, maybe? Or, does it mean actually sort of more these little things here? It's more like about the placement of them around the core. Okay, the core, the dividing lines or the rays, the moats, I think it's probably these things, and the border. I am ready. I am ready for more lessons. I am ready for more lessons, book. Give them to me. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape different from each realm. If the core gives us the name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Bam! Check it out. I have not all the names, but I have a name here I have not even come across. Have I? Kararika. Incredible. So Kararika, I know, is this V symbol that we've seen. Kararika. I can cross out the little question mark I've got there. And it's orange. I know that this is orange. I know Iraja is the southern realm, and it's purple. I know Fen Aries is red, the red ruby or whatever. Arinda Aries is whatever this is, and it's black. And Arch Aries here is yellow, the mountains, the northern realm. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils. Oh, Kararika. So helpful. So I actually only have 2 that I don't know yet. And I have to assume that one of them is Nuance, because that's come up as a realm name. So the 2 I have left is the one that I suppose is kind of like a diagonal rectangle with a little bump on it that looks a bit like the Nook shape. And the other one is a diamond. So I think one of them must be Nuance. And I have a theory. The only other theory I have is that one of the others is Vera, because of the tape that's in the bunk room that says the turtles of Vera. And I'm kind of assuming that because it says turtles, maybe Vera. So I have 2 colors that haven't been used yet as well, blue and green. And I guess my inclination is that Nuance would be blue, because I'm assuming that Vera, if indeed that is one of them, might be green because they say turtles of Vera. So I'm just thinking that could be a hint. But that's, yeah, and I've got Moragi now, which is white, which is the sort of the rainbow shape. Okay. The Rays. This is such a good book. Oh. I think I'm enjoying this book actually more than the first edition, History of Arindia. Like, this is yum, 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 yum. I'm eating this information up. This is so useful for so many things, because I think this also relates to the flowers and the lines that we can see in that little chunk of crockery or whatnot in the clock tower. Anyway, the rays. Spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. The idea that this is a language, I didn't expect. You know, I sort of thought, like, obviously there might be like, oh, we match up some information with some other information we find. But this is actually, the idea that this is a complex language that we interpret, that we decipher through the different parts to tell us about culture and history and meaning, is so beautiful. It is a testament to the richness of this game and how beautiful and perfectly it has been thought out. Just huge, the hugest of chef kisses. Okay, transportation. What? The number of rays. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in a realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their lands? Huh. Tell me more. Oh. So that one is the one that's actually in, hang on, that one is the one that is in the torch room, isn't it? No, the torch room has 3. Okay, no, I was thinking of the lines on the floor. Okay, no. So naval capabilities. Ship routes, seaports. The 8 rays on these sigils resemble the directions on a compass rose. I'm kind of assuming that Morajai might be one of these places because the stamp that we have associated with it has a ship. Roads with 4. Roads, streets, carriages. The 4 rays here look like crossroads on a map. 4 in a different configuration, horseback, rough trails. Another sigil that uses 4 rays, however, these will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. Oh, interesting. That is really cool. Oh, here's my favorite one, train system. Okay. So that must be the one that's down in the torch room, because there are no other with 3. So the torch room has the train system sigil on it. I'm gonna write that down. So probably meaning that indeed down there is where we get to the rails, the old rail tunnels. Train system locomotion. The 3 rays here are used in sigils for realms that rely on track-based travel. Aviation, dirigibles, balloons. The 5 rays here suggest travel above the horizon. Ha. Camels, pack mules, arid or desert trails. 2 rays to indicate a flat terrain. Okay. I'm feeling immediately validated by this next one. Turtle back travel. So the Turtles of Vera is actually, I was thinking it was like a kid's cartoon or something like that, like Ninja Turtles, but you are kidding me. Actual 5 short rays that do not fully extend from the core to the border. Because it's a turtle. Like the 4 legs in the head of a turtle. The Turtles of Vera is actually a realm that has turtles that people ride. Incredible. Unless they mean, another form of transportation that's referred to as a turtle. But, yeah. All right. Weather. Identifying the style of the ray used in the sigil will show us what weather the kingdom considered native. Some are intuitive, like the jagged lightning-shaped lines to indicate stormy lands. Okay. So, going back then, I don't think I actually wrote down the, because I probably didn't think it was anything. I didn't actually draw for myself in my notebook the whole sigil that's in the torch room, which is just the one that I'm interpreting right now because I've got the full thing here. There's also the one that's on the passport that we found in the vault. So I can pull that one up as well. But I'm now just seeing if I have a photo of the torch room sigil to have a look at its border. Where do I have that? I must have it. I just have, like my notes, I have so many photos on my phone here. Okay, all right. I paused just to find the photo, but I've realized in the meantime that this is about the rays, not about for some reason I got in my head this was about the border. No, this is about the rays. Okay. So in that case, identifying the style of the ray used in the sigil shows the weather. Yep. So straight black lines indicate a lack of unusual or harsh weather and normal temperatures. Okay, basic. Foggy, which is the one that is in the torch room, or misty weather, is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across the side. So that's interesting because this torch room sigil has the is associated with the Orinda realm. It has the train system. It has foggy or misty weather, and we know from the stamp of Fen Aries that it says, "In fire we are found, in fog we are lost." So I guess that's them saying, like, screw Orindia, basically. It's foggy Orindia. Okay. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. Makes a lot of sense. I love it as a design of a language as well. Really interesting. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. Now that's the one that we have seen in the extra kind of photo album that we found in the archives. There was the realm sigil of Eraja, and it had these 3 rays coming off of it. So that means rain, interestingly. Don't know what that means yet, but that's what that relates to. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. Yep. Makes sense. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Okay. Similar to the line that we saw in the Ladyship's Chamber note, but not quite. And windy weather is displayed on sigils by use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under high winds. But we don't have the one that has, like, looks like barbed wire specifically. Okay. Motes. This could be it. This could be it. Okay. On each sigil, floating between the rays, are small figures called motes. From the shape and style of the motes used on the sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Aha. Which makes me think that we can probably do some matching up of some of the descriptions of things that are in the either, like, the Reddington Guide maybe, or but particularly the history of Orindia, where it talks about, like, what particular realms we're blessed with. Okay. I'm just going to make sure I have a photo of each of these in turn. Great. Just so I can easily look at them even right now. Interesting. All right, so tribal. Maybe this then is the one that was on the Ladyship Chambers note. Will it never end? Will it never end? Maybe, I think it said. Tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. Agricultural, harvest and farming based society and culture. I wonder if I've seen that one somewhere. Probably I have, and I haven't really noticed it as a thing yet, but yeah. All right, martial, militaristic nation engaging in generations spanning wars and heated arguments. There we go. That's the explanation for the sigil that's on the Fen Aries passport. Yep, got it. Yep, that is them to a T. Now this is the one that is on the trophy room sigil. Metropolitan, large city-state with a dense urban and populous centre. Of course, makes sense as a place that would have train system. A foggy urban centre, metropolitan centre, with a train system. Sounds freaking awesome. Okay, academic. A centre for knowledge advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities, and libraries. I wonder if I've seen that somewhere. These will all, I think, come to me in time. Okay. Industrial. Engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention, and production. Spiritual. This one is looking a bit more familiar, but I'm not sure from where. An elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the forces that guide us. And this is the one that we've seen a couple of times. Poetic. A strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music, and language. That's the one that's in the clock tower. And that moat is also on the one that we found in the archives. So that is Iraja, Rain, Poetic, that archive one. So interesting. Interesting. All right. The border. All right. Around each sigil is an adorned edge serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. Oh, that's fascinating. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. That's so fascinating because I guess even if you only have the border information, you can identify the realm directly by matching it up with the color. Ha. So the thing is, if I look back at this picture of the one that's in the torch room, the border is just kind of a blank. It's just blank. It doesn't have anything on it that I can see. But if we were to match it up with black, it should actually have little dots on it. But it doesn't, as far as I can see. Okay, so I'm not sure what that means, but anyway. The white with dots there. The violet one there, that is the one that is around the edge. So if we look at the one from the clock tower, so fascinating. If we look at the one from the clock tower, it's only a partial, like little part of a stone tablet or something, but that is the border that we see there. So that is, hang on, violet, purple. Yeah, I'm calling it purple. Violet is Iraja. Well, that's kind of what I thought anyway, right? Because it's, I don't know, they're talking so much about swans and everything there. I don't know. Iraja. So that's what that is. It's Iraja and it has the poetic moat. Those are the two things that we see there. Because it's got a swan right next to it. So Iraja, poetic. This association is coming up over in at least 2 places then. In the archive thing and in the clock tower thing. Iraja is poetic. It's associated with swans. Got it. Got it. Okay. Now, the thing is, I wouldn't have noticed too many of these others around because, I wouldn't have been paying attention necessarily to these kinds of borders. But now that we know of them, the one I do recognize, of course, is the red one because that is also on the passport, the Fen Aries passport associated with red. So, yep, makes perfect sense. So I guess the rest we'll just keep an eye out for and maybe I'll go back and kind of like, see what I can identify. All right, super interesting. Okay, so putting it all together, by studying the core, rays and moats and border of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Yes, I probably can. Thank you. Fen Aries, transportation, road, carriage. Yep, which is great because, one of I'm also an urban studies and urban transport researcher. So one of the reasons why I love, trains and things like that. So it's kind of tickling me that Fen Aries, this militaristic, oppressive state is associated with roads, and it sounds like they have actually, like, well, obviously they have tried to destroy the existing train infrastructure, rail infrastructure that they had there. So that just sounds appropriate. But I guess their weather is foggy. So it's interesting that it's foggy because they were like, I guess that place is just foggy. There's nothing they can do about that. But Orindia would have been foggy. It's interesting that they reject the fog, even though their place is still foggy. You know what I mean? Super interesting. Nothing, and there's nothing that's sort of hidden here. I don't think so. But let's just make sure we're doing a check. Oh, this is going to be really interesting to look out for and notice these things now. They're all accounted for, aren't they? Yeah, the circle with the 3 dots, agricultural, the square, industrial, spiritual. Oh, man. Absolutely. So fascinating. So Orindia is like big and little dots. Then Aries is sort of just a lazy squiggle. Okay. Arch Aries, which is yellow, is like sun rays. That sort of makes a lot of... That's quite intuitive, I think. Iraja, which is violet, is the differing horizontal and vertical lines. Korarika is orange. So Korarika is also kind of sunny, but different upturned triangles alternating. Morajai, white, is little circles, and I'm going to imagine that they're little fruits, little oranges, or whatever. But the other two I haven't identified, but we could say green, which I think is probably going to be Vera, is just these lines. And then blue, it's not blue, is it? None of them are blue. Okay, I had reasoned blue would be one of them, but actually it's pink. One of them is pink, maybe, and so maybe that's nuance, which is kind of it looks coggish, doesn't it? So I wonder if they are the industrial cogs pinks, maybe. All right, can't wait to put more of this together. Absolutely fascinating. That book is critical. So excellent. All right, I guess let's see if we can get bookshop from here with our, and we could buy everything in this bookshop if we were to get it. Not just yet. Okay, I could go study. And see if it were possible to crack this safe in there with this new information I have. Or I could redraw and I'm going to redraw. Yes. Oh. This, I desperately want this one. I actually desperately want this one. I've never seen it. But I've got the money to buy everything in the bookshop today. It's driving me crazy, but I've got to go for bookshop, because then we're done. Like, we're done with bookshop for at least the basics, I have to, yeah, oh man, I really want an attic, but but we can buy this stuff now. I can just afford both of these without the sale. But let's do it. Done. I've bought all of the books now. I've bought all of the books now. It's possible that because we've bought them all, like maybe they'll get a new book in stock after this. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. So it's interesting, I guess, if we think about these colors now. What have they got here? They've got blue. Well, none of them are blue. Yeah, there's no blue. Okay, no, so that doesn't work. It's like we've got, yeah, no, all right. I'm slightly overthinking maybe. Brilliant, brilliant. So we've read, yeah, I think I've got 2 or 3 more books I can order the next time we get the library. That's incredible. That's incredible. Okay, now we can head back. We might be able to buy something in the kitchen, or we can buy something in the commissary to help with steps. Either way. If you stop, I think that was a good use of our money today. I'm happy with that. I cannot complain about that. Okay, so down through to observatory. Yeah, the little fruits. Oh, yeah, we got some fruit now because of Secret Garden. So I've got to actually pay attention. There might be... It's just spread throughout the house. Okay, I've got to keep an eye out for fruit because that's all very helpful. Okay, from here we're going... Yep, straight into commissary. Fruit? Yes. And a key. Where did keys come from? Did something... add... Yeah, locker room. Oh, I might have even missed some. Oh, well, so be it, so be it. I think I can't spend my steps going back and looking. Okay, so here I could spend 8 on either of these, which would help with steps, but I think I would probably preference sleeping mask. Or club sandwich would just give me straight up 15. Or chef salad, 5 for every green room. So let me have a look. Well, chef salad would straight up give me 15 right now because I have 3 green rooms. So that might be the best bet. And I don't have that many bedrooms, but I may draft more bedrooms. It's tricky. The payoff for this would be immediate, but cheaper. But yeah, I may well draft many more bedrooms, in which case and we got a banana here. Let's get the banana. Get the banana, Chris. If anyone gets that reference. I might actually do the chef salad for now. Yep, alright. And that's a nice amount. That's a nice amount. Ooh! It's the cat has been here. I assume it's the cat. The cat has been here. Interesting. Okay. We can always come back. We can always come back to commissary to buy... Alright. So for the time being, we still can't go through here. So we've got to go parlor, billiard, bedroom, hallway, entrance hall, nook, and chapel. Alright, let's see how we go. I'm going to look at everything this game anew now with this new language. Hang on. Check for fruit and keys. Oh my god, so useful. So useful. Fruit, keys. Well, we got the key. Alright, alright. I've probably missed some, but I think it's okay. We should... Nothing in here? Bedroom. Okay. Hallway. Banana. Thank you. Oh, that is really, really paying off. That is so good. What about entrance hall? Nothing I can see. Okay. I want to go and check out workshop anyway. No banana, no apple, no key. Because... yeah. Okay, so we need something else. We need something else here. And I'm going to guess that it's probably, you know, the broken lever. It's probably similar to the jackhammer. Alright, I might as well go and have a look in here for fruit or keys. Okay. Aha. Key. Oh, 2 keys. Sweet. Thank you, conservatory. Conservatory gives and gives. And can I look in here without entering? Yep. Alright. I think that's good. Brilliant. This is some nice music we're getting here. Dang, this is such an interesting day. Nook, banana. So many banana. No key though. Okay. Okay, and chapel. Chapel's not the most giving room, I gotta say. You're a bit of a takey room, chapel. I'm just thinking, are any of these sigil elements here though? Like, I mean, that's too many rays if we were to think about that as rays. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, so from here, we got 2 directions to go in. We don't have the most amazing amount of gems, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's go this way first. We could do another billiard room, or a walk-in closet and just accept the dead end. I might do the walk-in closet. I think it's good to get it out of the way, and yeah. Gem, salt. Oh, well, that'll help with my my fruit, I guess. But what else have you got for me? What am I missing here? Have I made the same mistake? Ah, coupon book. Ah, okay. Oh well, that would have been useful with all of my other purchases, but all good. So that was, yeah, gem, the salt shaker, and the... okay, we got our 4 items. Okay. So that gained us a gem, that's nice. And it also just got... it just got that room out of the way. Alright. Well... I think... laboratory may pay off just through the experiments. Yep, I'm going to do that. It uses a gem, but it may be immediately useful. The apple is great. We got 3 steps from that. Thank you. So much going on in this room. Is there a key anywhere? This is definitely one of those days where the security room could be really useful for checking the house inventory. And I guess if we had been lucky enough to have it having conference room, could have been really good as well. All right, let's set up an experiment. Set your steps to 40, gain 1 star. I'm always sus about this one because I may have more steps. It could be good, it could be terrible. Yeah. Or at least not great. Whenever you draft an archive floor plan, I don't even have archives right now, so for each bedroom you draft after your second. Each time you find some trash while digging. Well, I don't even have the shovel right now. So maybe this one is the more likely condition to actually come up. I might do the key one. I just think that might be the most imminently useful. Because I'm already just about at 20 stars. I think literally just the next time I draft observatory, we will be there. I mean, this could be... I don't know. I'm going to do this. Great. I guess while I'm here, we could, again, just do our standard order, the magnifying glass. Yeah, let's do it. Because it works out. It's pretty much always useful. The more new things we find, you know, there's new things to do with magnifying glass, especially with new books. You know, of course you want to be able to have the magnifying glass on the day that you're actually drafting the library with new books. So wonderful. Okay, a lot of pressure on this exit here though. I've got only 1 redraw. Oh, okay. It's gonna have to be den 100% for sure. And now there's a lot of pressure on this exit. But at least we got our gem. Key, fruit. Doesn't look like it. Okay. All right, come on. We've got to go all the way up to the foundation if we're going to get through that. Well, West Wing Hall would be ideal here. Yeah. So now we've got 2 exits. That's great. Key, fruit. Okay, let's head west. I mean, that's kind of perfect. Yeah, let's get our redraws. Beautiful. Extra gem and 2 extra redraws. Boudoir is always so welcome. Great. All right. Fruit, key. Not here. Okay. Oh, I guess they only appear, maybe they don't appear in rooms that I draft. They just appear in my existing rooms. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Well, that makes things simpler. So it would be ideal to be able to sneak around here. Absolutely. That would be great here. How dare you? Oh no, why do you appear where I don't want a dead end? Why? Everything is sending me to the west. Obviously, I could use a redraw here to try and get some east-facing exits. I guess the only other way that I could access those slots is through the pool. Maybe it's time. Ooh, yeah, it's time for attic. This is fascinating. We're going up. Well, this, if we think of this as rays, right? This must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's naval capabilities. I'm going to guess maybe, you know, is that a Morajai reference then? Gem. Coin purse. So, hang on, I've had 1, 2, key, 3, key, 4. Oh, I think it's one of the boxes. It's been a while since I've put something down on my little box. Attic. I know this must mean something. I know it must do. I just need the means to interact with you, I guess. Aha, metal detector, very helpful, thank you. Gem, coin. Is that my 8? Aha! I suspected that this could be in the attic because oh, what good timing. We just saw this. We just saw this in our latest Alzara premonition. And it kind of looked like a storage room around it from what I could see. So I figured, yeah, maybe this is up in the attic. Incredible, incredible timing. Indeed. So I think that's the lady like Orale or whatever it's called. Whatever she's called. I always forget exactly how it goes. That is Orevel. Orevel. So Herbert's mother. And she has the necklace, and I reckon she has the bracelet that we briefly bought. Ah, that is definitely, that's Baron Thomas Sinclair with that moustache. Baron Thomas Sinclair is Herbert's father. Yep. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. So maybe this is Herbert and Simon, hey? Because of course it is also Simon's father. Oh my god. I think that's them. And I guess they're being given the knowledge. What is he pointing to? Can we orient ourselves here? I often see people doing hand gestures that seem explicit, like not explicit, that seem like something that, you know, that could be a code in and of itself, like people holding their hand in a certain way in a photo. But I can't see any hidden things that seem like hidden details or anything. Interesting. That's Daddy and Herbert and Simon. Huh. And just double check there's nothing around here, yeah? So interesting. So amazing to see them as children. Yeah. Okay. So we've also got, oh, what is that? That's the White Bishop in attic. For whenever I figure any of this chest stuff out. Got it. A big old cog. A swan. Another key. Great, okay. So there's a couple of letters about the place. What is this? April 12. Okay, I gotta write some attic notes here. April 12. Thank you. Whoop. Hang on, move that out of the way now. Dear Miss Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with Ruffington's current catalogue, and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provided us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you, otherwise it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, editor. Not the associate editor, the editor. So a generic rejection email for her first book, Red Prince, by Thomas Yanders. Ruffington, Red Publishing, Children's Book Department, 204 Conchetta Street. I mean, I write, 205. I write all of this stuff down just in case. Just in case. 021172765. Probably not going to matter. And then change the ending to political. That's exactly what she said they asked for. I wonder if we can find her original manuscript. Not that anything about her politics is really a mystery to us at this stage, though. Maybe this is the plane that Simon sort of threw into the garden, Herbert's plane that he loved. Interesting. I reckon it is. I reckon it must be. Huh. Okay, and... hang on. I feel like there was another letter somewhere. Or maybe it's just that I saw the same letter twice. Yeah. We looked at that one. Maybe I just saw the maybe I just saw the same letter as I was turning in circles. Okay, fascinating. That's a really interesting timing that we just saw this, and now we actually see it sitting here. That's amazing. And little bits and pieces from all of their lives up here. And another box. And this is not... there was all of this stuff about chairs. All of this stuff about chairs in the recent future, prediction that we got. But I don't know if they literally mean the chair that's in the drawing room or they mean the position within the family. But either way, I gotta tell you, I'm super fascinated to check out chairs more often. Have I checked it out? That's very interesting. Yeah, alright, cool, brilliant. Well, we got a lot from there. Look at our key count now. Alright, so now we... unless we get our security pass, which is going to be tricky, without cutting ourselves off. Oh, I've just spent all my money. I just spent all my money. I don't have any more. It's risky to redraw here. I could just use the 2 gems. Because it is the right kind of... I might just use the gems, honestly, just so we can go forward. And I guess we can see what else is on offer. Okay, so there's that. Yep, that one. Yep. God, I would love that key. God, I would love all of this. Rotating the chronograph, such a mystery. The master key. The master key, I want it. But above all, this emerald bracelet. If I could get that and keep it in my cloak check, oof, I would be powerful. All right, well, still, we ain't buying anything here, so We've used this. Let's use one of my 8 keys. We've used this just to get the north exit. Okay. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. It might just have to be security. Using up another gem, but it would give us a chance to lower the security. Oh, state of entry. Oh, look at that. There's 25 coins about the place. Well, that would almost give me enough to buy something in the showroom, but yeah. And there's 3 keys. But all of these could be in the locker room for the most part. Yeah. Probably 3 keys in some of the rooms as well. Some of the rooms up in the northeast, but yeah. Okay, anyway. Keycard system. Because I do not have my key pass. Low. There we go. That'll do. Thank you. Are we lucky enough to get any fruit? No. Alright, but thankfully we've got 2 normal doors here. So if we can get... If I could get my cloakroom here... That could be really useful. Ooh! But this could be the other way. That we get into... Ooh! I do have 6 keys and... I think... Great Hall. I have also got the lockpick. So let's see what we can open with the lockpick. No, I'm just gonna do a lockpick run. Yes. 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 This is my first time, I think, to have the lockpick with this. Oh my god, so useful. Yep. Oh my god, yes. Look, we've opened up 2 of them. 2 entrances into the antechamber. Are you kidding? A gem and some coins as a nice little bonus too. Alright, let's see what else this lockpick can do for us. No. No. Come on. We should be really well practiced at this. Okay. Got it. Okay, alright. So that's brilliant. We opened up 3 of the available doors, and there's only 3 now that are unlocked. I assumed that my metal detector would be telling me if there were other... Yeah. Look at that. So, hang on. It's probably behind this one. There's some items, but I'm guessing that it's not saying anything for here. So I kind of feel like since... But hang on, we've got these 2 open, so the entrance north must be here. So that's of course worth a key. That is worth a key. Yep, brilliant. Does this also require a key, or does that just open? That just opens. Good. Ooh. But I've already spread a couple of things, so maybe not the... we have to do ballroom here just because of... that is... Ballroom has a really... Ballroom has a devastating cost associated with it. Setting your gems to 2 gems, but I have 5 gems. I have 5 gems and I want to keep them. This could be worth a redraw. But I would really like as much as possible to keep my redraws, because even if we don't make it to the other side of the antechamber here, which is fine, we do need to make it to the foundation, ideally. The other thing is we could not really bother... we could give up on the foundation for today, but as long as we go into the antechamber to get the basement key, that could be the priority, which we can already do. We can go straight to the antechamber now to get that key. Hang on a second. since we've opened the other side of the antechamber, does that mean that I could go into the antechamber from the east and draft a room from the antechamber to the west? Maybe. Maybe that's what that means. Maybe that's what that means. In which case, it's risky to use conference room here, but it would be best. It would still possibly let me reach the north side of the foundation and the antechamber, but I could also possibly do that from the antechamber itself. That's very tricky. I think what I might do is I'm going to put ballroom here, but not use it yet. Even though that's 2 gems. I think I'm going to do it as a backup, but yeah, okay. So until I think if I don't step in there, it's not gonna, because it would, at the moment it would just reduce me by 1 gem, which is not the worst, but it's not good either. Maybe at this stage, I should literally turn around. How many keys have I got? Hang on. Hang on. Let me just count. I have to go all the way around again. Okay, so hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oof. If I walk all the way around, it's gonna roughly half my steps. I'll get a little bit from the bedrooms, but roughly half my steps. But once I'm there, I will have... Hey, Pixie! My little fluffy pixel is doing big mouths for his dinner. Yeah, maybe once I'm there, I can draft from here, actually, to both reach the foundation, which would be enough. As long as I use the key there, it will stay open, right? The basement key. Or I could have a go at drafting the cloakroom. I think that makes the most sense. But maybe while I'm here, I should see if I can draft the cloakroom. Let's give it a go. So maybe at the very least, spare green room here. Yes, that gets us where we want. Okay, there's something in here. Oh! Well, this would be incredible if I had the workshop, which I don't, yeah? Oh, no, I do. I can have a go. Oh my god. All right. Well, would it be, how risky would it be? Because we need this. We have to do it. We've got we've got 3 gems, we've got 3 redraws, and a bunch of keys. Okay. What we know what we need now. It's an east-facing door. That's it. Use a key. Use a key. Oh my god, I'm nervous. Conference room. Conference room would be absolutely perfect, yeah? Absolutely perfect. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There's some money. That'll come in useful. That'll come in handy. Oh my god, yes. Oh, do I not even need to I don't even need to do this anymore. Okay. It's done. It's permanent. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. That's thank you, game. Thank you, game. And now... Although I feel a little bit silly, I don't feel that silly because, of course, how would I know that? How would I know that without being able to reach the foundation first? Okay. That's wonderful. This is done. I have that knowledge now. So that's super useful. Well, what we can just try is see if we can just reach the antechamber from here anyway. So let's do it. Okay. Boudoir. Absolutely perfect. Perfect. More redraws. We got keys from our lab experiment. Incredible. A gem. Do you know what? I don't even think I've ever noticed this. Why have I never noticed this? Has this always been here? Boudoir, man. Boudoir. Such a good room. Okay. No. Other exit. Okay. Here, obviously, if we can go east and south, will be so sweet. Gymnasium is delivering for us. Absolutely perfect. I'd love clock tower, but it's not the time. Oh my god. What? And this will be helpful. That's helpful. That's something else I don't have to buy. Oh my god. Okay, so look at that, straight through the antechamber. Oh my god. And it's interesting that because I have the broken lever, I suppose theoretically, although it's impossible now, theoretically if I had the greenhouse, I could also open up the southern. That would be amazing. One day I would really like to do that, to open up all three of the levers. And we know that there might be alternative levers, like in the weight room maybe, but I don't know how to open them. Okay, so this changes things, because now I can go. All right, I can go straight into antechamber. I was like, where's the thing? Okay, it's here. Thank you, antechamber. So good. Okay, but you know what this means? I am going to have to call this episode here because there is much more to come from this very exciting day. So look forward to it in the next episode, and I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's getting really good. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.